Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Hello, it's me, your friend Corey, here again in my yarn corner, waiting for you to join me and hang out. I think today feels like a bit of a yarn winding kind of a day, so come join me. Welcome back. So, I got some yarn to ball up. No particular reason why I need to get this one done. Well, probably because it's sitting on my desk and I don't have any space anywhere else to put it. So, you're going to help me hang out while we do this. Yes, I've gotten much better at this. Okay, you're going to pull out just a little. There. I have a bowl full of stuff from one of my shelves that I moved. And now I gotta figure out where that bowl goes. It used to hold sunglasses and other odds and ends when you came in the door. Nobody was really using it except me, so it was kind of just not really worth the time. I'm gonna drop that down there. That should help. That's what I thought. Need a little more space. Okay, pull you out. Thank you. So what's new, my friends? What is new? What is happening in the yarn world? I was very intrigued by a pair of pants, crochet pants that I saw made with ombres on yarns from Crochet Crowd. So Yarn Inspirations would have the pattern for it. Looked pretty interesting. I don't think I would be the right size for that, but I know a few young ladies that might like that. Make some cute pants. Going around and around. I have to find the rest of my carnival because I guess I missed a bunch when I did up my two over here. Can you see them? Yes, there and there. Those are both Carnival from Hobie, and it turns out I have a whole bunch more that I absolutely did not realize that I had in my scrap pile. Oh no. Please don't. Please don't. I hate it when you get stuck down there. If it gets stuck on there. Oh, okay, we're good. So it looks like I found a spot where my yarn just is not attached. Fine and dandy, I don't care. That doesn't bother me. I will work around knots. When I have these particular knots, you do a V, okay? 2 alligators. Flip over and up, over and up. Flip them around. There's a lot of flipping in this. Go around. And around. Okay. How do you want to pull? So it didn't work that time. Sometimes it doesn't actually work. So, but I find when this knot does work, it works really, really well. It really holds them, so that you can cut the ends super duper close. See, that time it worked. And, yep. So that is not coming loose. So I can cut the ends of those knots off pretty easily, or work them into my work if I possibly can, depending on the stitch, right? I'm going around. Okay. For a second there, I thought it was wrapped around the bottom. It does that sometimes. And I have to cut it, and it dries out the yarn winder, which is not what I want. Keep on going around. Getting a good speed here. I'd really like to get as much of my yarn caked up as possible. Because I have a lot more yarn than room. Really is what it comes down to. Okay, come on out. Don't wrap around, don't get tighter, don't get stuck. Please don't get stuck. And it looks like we're ready for yet another nice knot. This one has some pretty funky ends here. I'm going to give that a little more leeway. I'm going to wrap around again. Yes, I can see this without my glasses, but most things, this close up, I can't. Because a lot of that is by feel. Hey, and that time it was the first try. I love when that happens. Because it's kind of like, you know, when you take your car to the mechanic and you've heard this weird noise in your car and you get there and now the sound's not there. Yeah. So it goes. Murphy's good old law. Good old Murphy. Alright. Getting to a point where we're going to have to be very careful because it could slip under where I don't want it to and end up underneath, which is not what we want. This is a very pretty pink. I would think it's like a 3-weight. I don't know what kind of yarn it is. It's just a ball of yarn that happens to be in my stash, which has come from all over the place. People have given me yarn. I've bought yarn. We've taken stuff apart to get yarn. Because I've mentioned before that we have rescued some damaged blankets and we got rid of the damaged parts and kept the rest of the yarn. But we had to take things apart, like burn marks, and like it looks like somebody put a pot on one of them and it caught on fire and that kind of stuff. Like it was really bad, but there was quite a bit of really usable yarn on it, so that's kind of important. I like new things. Don't get me wrong. I live in a capitalist world here. I do like getting new stuff, but I also feel bad about all the stuff getting thrown away. The one thing I really don't like hearing about is how much turquoise in particular, how many people just threw out all their turquoise. Because turquoise is almost impossible to be found now. It has actually become super rare. You do get turquoise. Quite often it's a stone called howlite that's dyed. Howlite has very similar veins to it as turquoise. Like the veiny pieces of like goldy, browny colors, depending on where it comes from. I've heard it's getting really hard to find. Amethyst is another one that's getting a little tricky. Yeah, I just hear that all these people threw it away or considered it to be junk. And yeah, I'm one of those people that absolutely thinks semi-precious stones are amazing. they have so much personality and uniqueness. Like, no two stones are exactly the same, and I love that. Like, I'm wearing these big earrings right now, but these are $30 cubic zirconians. I'm $30 like 20 years ago, but yeah, I've held on to them that long. But the silver is nickel-free sterling silver, and I can live in it. I had to actually re-pierce one of my ears. It's been like a month since I wore earrings. My ears have been pierced for well over 25 years, but all of a sudden now I have to re-pierce my ear on a pretty regular basis. Only one of them. My nose ring stays, but I've had a lot of problems with my sinuses this year, so I've had a lot of runny noses, so I don't like to wear my nose rings. I don't like to, it's gross. I don't like having a stuffy nose with a nose ring in. I find it super uncomfortable. Okay. I'm going around. And nice and slow, because we're starting to get to that point where it's wrapping on the bottom. A little bit on the top. I want this to be a nice, pretty cake, not a sloppy mess. And there we go. And almost there. Okay, at the very, very end. Nice and slow. So, I'm going to tuck and wrap. And then we'll wrap it around. And one more just to be on the safe side. And we're going to pull this piece out. And let's lift this cake up. And gorgeous, gorgeous. And put that piece there because a little bit wrapped on the top, and I don't want it sitting up there because it gets caught on things. Go, and there is our end. Pull you up just a touch. Tuck you, because yeah, came loose as I was pulling it out. So it's just fine. One pale pink, and we're just gonna tuck you over there. Let's see what else I have up here. One moment. Alright, so got this little guy here. Now when I say I've got some carnival, I've got a few of these size and some bigger floating around. I think I've got about 4 to choose from to put together to make a third cake, which is really, really cool. I'm super excited to have that much, because then I can make something interesting. And we're just going to keep going. And this little creamy one, this one feels like a thicker 3. I still think it's a 3 though. Pretty sure it is. Good old cake binding. This really helps organize my stash, helps me get things together, and gives my hands a tiny break from doing too much crochet, because that can happen. I've been kind of having fun making my own stuff. Whoopsie. Okay, almost at the end of this one. This one went nice and smooth compared to the other one. Look at that. All one piece. So we have yet a nice little one here. we're looking gorgeous. Perfect. Perfecto. Thanks for joining me here at all the crackers in the box, and I hope to see you again very soon. Bye.